Hi, everyone. Happy New Year again. I don't know if you saw my last video, but we've got another one coming for you, okay? This is something that absolutely transformed my teaching. It was meant to be really positive and purposeful and intentional with my students, especially when it came to their writing, and it ended up changing everything for me. So I'm excited to share it with you today. It generally takes a little bit longer, so you're going to want to scan the QR code at the end. Make sure that you are good to go with the tool. And if you have any questions or need any help, you can, of course, go to my website and get a little bit more information there. My name is Marisa Thompson. I was an English teacher for 16 awesome years. I am now working with a whole bunch of really cool teachers and students and doing curriculum and design and instruction and MTSS and having a blast doing it. I wanted to talk to you today about some of the things that really helped me accomplish my ultimate goals for my students and help me accomplish my ultimate goal for myself as a teacher and as a person. I think sometimes we're really good at answering that first question. Finding an answer for that second question is usually a little bit harder, but no matter what your answer is, it's the right answer, right? Doing something good for students, doing something good for teachers, for yourself, both really, really positive things, no matter what your answer is. So when I started changing things in my classroom, I realized that the more practice my students got, the more tools, the more hacks that I offered them, and the more encouragement, the more positive response that I gave them, the more likely they were to try. The more likely they are to try, then the more likely they are, of course, to learn. So I was trying to find ways as an English teacher with 200 students who had to give writing prompts and get feedback to them for their writing. I was trying to find ways to make that really efficient. I pieced together things from all over teacher Twitter and blogs and podcasts and everything else. And I kind of made a hodgepodge and kind of emulated Kelly Gallagher's 3-minute reading conferences. But for me, they were writing conferences. What I needed though, so I could get through 40 students in a class period, we had blocks. So 120 minutes, 40 kids, 3 minutes a pop. I needed tech. I use something called Pro Keys, and I've used it in such a way that it's an actual system, right? So if I'm going to give them feedback about thesis statements, I can prep that ahead of time because I know what they're going to need when it comes to thesis statements. I'm either going to give them a compliment, suggest that they do a little bit of a revision, or really give them some help. But instead of just writing question mark or exclamation point or whatever other code we've got going, I'm giving really purposeful feedback, and I can even link the resources that we've had in class. So let me just go ahead and show you. Let's pretend, I know I came out of presentation mode there. Let's pretend I'm meeting with you and I am super impressed with your introduction. Way to go, bud. Super excited about that. Your topic sentences, you went back to an old habit. So we do need to double check that, okay? And I know that we've had trouble with embedding quotes, but it's really important and it's going to be an expectation in all that you do. So you can leave your introduction completely alone. Check your topic sentence for that paragraph. But where you're going to really want to spend your time is talking about and working on your embedding quotes. So you know where you're headed. You've got some time there to go work. Feel free to check in with somebody, check those resources, okay? And then if you need some help, you can still come see me, no problem. All right? But it made it really fast, right? One of my friends didn't have the 120 minutes. And so instead of 3 minutes for 40 kids, she did 5 minutes, 3 minutes for partners who had already checked all their work. They had worked on it together and agreed on what it is that they thought they needed and then presented that to her. It's creative. It's a smart idea. That video will be in there too if you need it. You're going to give it a try. I really hope you are. It's going to make your life better. It's going to make them learn it, and they're going to have a lot more confidence when it comes to their writing. If it doesn't work the first time, guess what? It rarely works the first time. So no problem. Reflect, make that next step, apply that learning from that experience, and get the next best iteration of it going. It's going to make things better. Here is your QR code. Best of luck to you. You can do it. And if you have any questions, that blog post is there and I'm happy to help.